Good evening, and welcome to another episode of Que-stead-Que. What you gonna do? I don't know, but something's gonna grow. Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Que-stead-Que. Please pardon me for yesterday. I actually uploaded 2 videos on yesterday. The first one was a do-over, and then the do-over ended up messed up. The first one, I filmed myself. I came on camera for that video, and it was a piece of crumb on my lips, and I was like, oh no. And all them close-ups and stuff I was doing, I said, I can't upload this, so let me do this over. Did it over, and that one was upside down. I don't know how that happened. And then I tried to crop it to get it back right side up, and it would not crop on my phone for some reason. And usually I do that all the time, so it just didn't want to do it on yesterday. So I aborted everything. In fact, I had uploaded the second one, and when I noticed that it was still upside down, I said, let me delete this. So I deleted it. Only one person saw that video. Anyway, I just downloaded an editing app, and I have to learn it. I thought it looked self-explanatory, so I decided to try it out with the video from yesterday. And I said, well, if I can get this edited correctly and everything, I'll just go on and post it. Oh no, it did not work. So I'm gonna get some tutoring from a friend, and then once I learn it, then I'll start editing my videos, because I really like the feature of this app. And another thing I'm going to do, the app is free, but then there's a paid version of it, which is very cheap. You pay the one-time fee, I think, of $3.99, and you can do more. So I think before I even get started and even trying with it, I'm going to download or upload rather, the full app, the $3.99 version, because it's a one-time payment, and I think it's worth buying, especially if it helps me and everything. And let me go kill this mosquito that I see, because I do not want to get bit again. I've got a bite on my neck right now. Let's see if I can get to him. Oh, that's not a mosquito, but whatever. He's a flying ant, but I just killed his butt. Okay, well, since I'm up. Okay, I did, and all the stuff I'm talking about today is basically what I talked about yesterday. It got to 90 degrees in here today, but now it's down to a cool 75. Let's zoom in, zoom, zoom, zoom. There it is. Well, actually 72 from what I'm seeing here. So I can cut this fan off now, and I can get to charging all these batteries that I need to charge. Both of my drill batteries are down, and then my battery powered weed whacker batteries are down, so I've got to do all that. Okay, and that's less noise. Okay, so what I did on yesterday, I brought my vining plants, the cucumber, and this is the diva cucumber. It's parthogenic, which means it does not need pollination. Once it flowers, you get your cucumbers, pending you don't kill the plant. So I strung that. I strung my muskmelon, which I found out is slightly different from a cantaloupe, but it's in the cantaloupe family. And so and the flesh on it is white instead of the yellow, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, I brought my honeydew and my Korean melon right there, and my Crenshaw melon. So I've got them both, and this one has tentacles already, so let me train it. And I see that I might be trying to get a flower on this one already. Okay, it won't do anything yet, so I'll just leave it like that. Okay, I brought my green. I had to go all the way to the corner to get these green beans, but I made it. And I made a pathway, because as you see, I've already outgrown this greenhouse. Shoot, I could go bigger. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. If I had a greenhouse that expanded this whole yard, I'd probably fill that up, okay? But I'm gonna have to make do with this one. This is better than the last one, because the last one I had was smaller than this, but I didn't have as many crops in it. This year I loaded it as much as I could. But anyway, my green beans, have flowered. Let me zoom back out. My green beans have flowered, so y'all know in a couple of weeks here, I'll start seeing the green beans, and I'll be getting my first crop by mid-June. I'm almost certain. And it's loaded too. And these are my seed green beans. Started from seed. And I'm glad that I planted out that table because this would not have been enough. I mean, it'll give me a crop and everything, but I want a massive crop. The green beans is one of my bigger staples that I like to have plenty of, even if they're left over. In fact, on Memorial Day, I took the last of last year's crop of green beans to my sisters. And when I say they tore them up, my nephew was so happy. And he's about to move. He has a condo now, but he's about to move into a house. And he said, the first thing I want is a garden. I was like, and I'll come help you, because he loves food from the garden. He loves it. And so he was so happy that I brought those green beans over. Okay, I'm going to be getting a squash leaf today. I'm not going to do my tutorial today because I do not have my Gouda cheese. I'm just going to stuff it with some yellow bell pepper, and I'm going to put some cheese in it, my Philly cream cheese, because that's what I use to glue when I roll the leaves, make it into a roll, I glue it with the Philly cream cheese, and then I put some on the inside, and then and then I'm gonna put some onion in it, and then I'll just fry it up. So it's not my typical squash leaf recipe. I'm gonna wait until I have everything that I like to really stuff it with to share with you. But anyway, so that video will be coming up probably next week. Okay, the ground cherries, I have some coming. I don't know if you can see right here. There he is, right there. So, and then I have plenty of blooms. Oh, I have more than one ground cherry. I see another one in there too. I have plenty of blooms. And this is that variety that I got from the Grow Club. But my other ones are blooming too. Okay, crowder peas, they aren't doing anything yet. That's usually more of a mid to late summer plant. You know, that's when you start getting your stuff, you know, your harvest off of that. I'm just glad that I did 2 crates of those, so that'll be more than enough. Look at how my tomatoes are climbing, y'all. When I tied that string, they just started shooting up, straight up. I'm just waiting on some tomatoes to appear on the plant. I think they will. I have flowers, so it's got to produce a tomato, and I've been pollinating by shaking the plant every single day. Okay, of course, the grapes failed again, but that's okay. To Lowe's I go on Monday. I thought I got paid today, but I don't. I didn't, rather. It's Monday, so I've got to wait until Monday before I can go and splurge, y'all. But believe me, look at this one, y'all. Now, okay, I've got a big ground cherry down there. I didn't see that one. That one will be ready soon. As soon as that green turns yellow, then it's ready. Or when it falls off the vine down there. I've got squash flowers coming. In there, and there. There's a flower about to open up right there. Okay, the lettuce is doing pretty good. Although I'm going to take the red variety and put in that empty crate there. I just haven't done it yet, but I'm gonna get that done probably this evening. But I made myself a little pathway so I can at least walk through the plant, so in case I have to get to one, I don't have to do too much moving. Now my okra, that's late summer, so I put that down there, but it's coming along. Once it's going to take off in July. In fact, I plant okra every year, and every year okra for me, even in the greenhouse, takes off in July. And once it takes off, it's on and popping, and it's going to get real tall. So I'm going to just leave it there. And so when it's time for me to get to that okra, I'll be able to do it. See my gooseberry plant back there? Now, this is my first time planting gooseberry, but it's starting to sprout. So I don't know how big that's going to get all together. But boy, oh boy, the pineapple ground cherries, the only ground cherries that aren't, well, that one's doing pretty good, but I need to take that second one out, that smaller one. He's struggling because that bigger one is taking up all the nutrients. So and those are the Aunt Molly's. I have enough ground cherries so I can spare that one plant. Okay, and then over in the corner is a pepper, the cherry peppers. And then I've got my peppers here, and they're all developing peppers. So I think that real soon here, I'm gonna be harvesting peppers. Here we go with this is the green zebra. And let me shake it. I already shook it, but I keep shaking it. And then the Cherokee purple. Now, let me show you the strawberries. Let me move this crate so I don't trip. Okay. First of all, I have blueberries on this plant here. The other one is starting to get the blueberries, but this one, I guess because it's a smaller plant, the blueberries are a little bigger. That's all I have too, that little bit, but that's okay. I'm happy for that. But now look at my white pine strawberry. First of all, y'all know about this runner, and it's developing plant after plant here. So I'm gonna let that keep going as long as the plant isn't, starting to slow down. And then there's a new one that just came right there. I just discovered that one today. And then if you look down in the middle of the plant, there's yet another one coming. So I'm gonna let it get 3 or 4, and I'm gonna let those stay. But once I get to the 5th, that's when I'm gonna start rooting them. I can cut it here. I can cut it here in the middle, and then if it sprouts out from here, I can cut it there. That's gonna give me 1, 2, 3, 4 right there, 5 right there. I can get 6 plants out of that one runner. And the same with the next one coming in. Those are plants, y'all. I'm gonna fill up quick. Now my blackberry, as you can see, I have the buds, but they haven't opened yet. My sister's have. And I think my sister's plant has opened because it's outside. That's the thing. Wait, y'all, my cherry is red back there. Ooh, I got to get to it, y'all. I'm finna pluck that bad boy. My cherry has turned red. That one little cherry that was left after the squirrel decimated my tree. Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord, it just fell. It died, y'all. This isn't gonna work. Lord, I can't even eat that one cherry. Well, that's all right. Oh, I'm gonna get cherries next year and see how those leaves are growing back, y'all. See how it's filling in again? So thank God for that. So I'll be okay for next year. It has sprouted back. It's filling out. So I am thankful that that's happening. And my other cherry tree is doing good. Everything's doing pretty good here. Oh, I plucked some more strawberries, y'all. And I've got more coming. As you can see, there's some that's about to turn red in there. I've got some back there. I don't know if you can see them. A cluster there. I've got some over here. I can't, oh, they're down low. Let me bring them up. So my June bearing, it's not done yet because it bears in the month of June, although they started coming in May. So I still got a while on my strawberries, and I picked 2 today. Yesterday, I was able to get 6 of them, and that was my midnight snack, y'all, and talk about good. Okay, let's come on up here. I'm already almost at 20 minutes. This is going to be a long one, y'all. Not that long, but it's going to be longer than normal. Oh, I forgot to water my rosemary, so let me get that done in a few minutes. I watered everything but the rosemary, so I got to remember, look up on the table. And this is just about done. But my herbs are doing good. I'm going to go get some oregano to put in that spot that I took the French tarragon out of. One of these is going to go into the keyhole garden. I hate wasting plants, but 3 is too many for this crate. I've got peppers, and this is one that I started from seed. That one's not doing the best. What is that? What variety? Oh, the Jimmy Nardello. I'm going to have to do something because I want that to really, the Jimmy Nardello is the one that I want. And it doesn't seem to be thriving too well. So I have to get it figured out, but I want at least one Jimmy Nardello. That other one, I might have to take it out and just let the one. And the other thing I have to do too, Lessias are doing pretty good. The other thing I have to do too is I need to top off my soil, because I said that once my plants reach the top of the crates, then I would add more soil. I haven't forgotten that. I plan to do that next week. I have plenty of soil to do that. I'm gonna buy some more black cow manure too, because because when I top it off with soil, it'll just be regular soil, unamended, but the black cow compost will add some amendments, 5 at least. And I'm gonna top off every one of these with, well, all that needs it. Some don't, but most of them do. So I'm gonna top them off. There's the strawberries I picked today. My raspberry is blooming, as you can see. I'm loaded this year, y'all. I am loaded. So, and last year, those raspberries were they were delicious. Even my golden raspberry has a couple of blooms. I'm not going to get many, but at least I'll get to taste the raspberry. Okay. I brought out my pots. Remember I told you I had some more pots that look like that one? There they are. They were in the shed. So I brought out 2. So one's going to hold the mojito mint, and this one I'm going to transfer the spearmint into it so that they'll be matching pots, and they're going to go up on the table since they're perennials with the perennial rosemary. Those 3 will be there, and that will be their forever home. Okay. Then and I have some more pots in the shed too. I put all my pots away that aren't in use. I don't leave them out. So they're in the shed. So I'm glad to have them. Okay. Now, y'all saw the potato earlier. And I'm going to show y'all my flowers. They're getting ready to bloom. Okay, I did heal the potatoes. And then everything else out here looks pretty good. The borage, the marshmallow plant, that volunteer potato over there, and the melons that I put. And it looks as if they're heading towards the trellis that I stuck there. So I'm going to just let them do what they do on their own. Oh, one of my plants don't look like it's doing so well. It's down there, buried under hay. I'm not going to worry about it, though. Okay, asparagus is doing good, the arugula, and the star of the show, my spuds. You know what? And I still can't stay out of them. Let me look again and see if I have another potato, because, you know, I looked over here at first. I just want to see. Okay, I'm not finding nothing. But I know I got that one. If that's the only one I get, I'll be happy. No, I won't. Let me quit lying. Let me leave these alone. I know they're coming because of that one that I found. I know they're developing. And so I know I'll get some potatoes, not many. Now I wish I had ordered more, but that's okay. Between that and the ones up front, I think for myself, I'll have a nice harvest. And I love potatoes, y'all. And just the fact that I've been trying to grow them for the past 10 years and have never been successful, and this year I am, makes me want to do the chicken dance. Okay, so I swept up that dirt that was there and put it in the wagon because I'll use that to top off. Okay, let's come over to the green beans. First of all, here's the table. Looking good, looking good. So this is going to be, I'm going to buy some weed cloth, and I'm going to line the bottom of it with the weed cloth. And then from there, I will put hay on top of it, and I will fill this table up. I'm not going to do it yet. It's going to stay just like this over the summer because I have a lot of hay, but I want to make sure I have enough for this year's potato crops. I usually buy 2 bales in the fall. This year, I'm going to buy 3 because next year I plan to plant many more potatoes. In fact, I'm thinking of using the side of the house to make me a whole potato farm. Why not? All I got to do, since that plastic is down, I could fill that whole side of the house with hay and just throw the potatoes on the ground. I don't know if I need dirt under there. I have to research root stout again. You know, I just got the basics from the root stout method. So I'm a find out if I could throw the potatoes on the plastic and then cover it. They might, you know what? Yeah, they might rot on that plastic unless I poke holes in it so that the potato could, you know, reach the ground, the root or whatever. I don't know. And if I poke holes in it, then them flowers are going to come up. Maybe I should scratch that idea. But the one thing I did say, after I inspected this table really well after I fixed it, and that's the reason why I decided to shore up the other planks in it, because they looked like they would possibly come loose and that's why I call this one the weak table. This table was built from cedar wood back when wood was cheap. I could build one of these. When I looked at this table and studied it, all I need is 4 posts, which I can get those for free. And I can get the wood for free, as quiet as it's kept. And then all he did, Emily's husband from Grove Pontiac, he built these for me. He donated them to me because of my MS. That was so nice of him. And then I gave a nice donation to the Grow Club back, and this was when it first started, back in 2016 or 17, when they first started. And so anyway, he built this and free of charge. So, and I can see he just used like 2 pieces. He did 2 tiers of wood. I can use just a wide slat of wood, have it cut or get the free wood, and long as it's even, you know, the 4 pieces, get me 4 posts. And then he put the chicken wire stuff underneath on top of the planks that he put under there. And then, like I said, then you use some weed cloth to put over that. And then you can start growing after you fill it up with dirt. So I'm going to start building some tables instead of, because, you know, tables cost a lot of money. I can build my own, make some money at that. Okay, now here's the green beans. I watered them today. And when I water them, I do take the cloth off just so that they can get extra sun and air. They're doing really good. So now it's time to cover them. And I took all those clips off, as you can see. Hold on, let me shake this cloth, okay, so I'm gonna cover this back. And then I just take my stones and set them at the corner. That's why I figured that the stones are enough to keep the squirrel out, because the squirrel would have to try to get up under there. He could possibly, in fact, let me do this. Here are my spots where he could get up under it if he climb up on the table. So I'll do that. Hold on. There we go, right there. Now I think it's safe from the squirrel. Yeah, because it flops over long enough to where he would really have to work to get up under that part, but he could have gotten under the thing. That's how he did it the last time when he ate up my cold crops. These potatoes I'm not too worried about because these are store-bought potatoes. I don't know what they're going to do, but I'm just still caring for them. Even if the squirrel gets them, I won't be upset. But if you can see here, my flowers, see those long stalks? They're getting ready to bloom. They always bloom in June. So next week's job, I'm going to get all the brush off the fence. I didn't think I would get much. I used to get a lot more than what I'm getting now, but it's a lot better than what it used to be. But I have a hedger, an electric hedger, so I'm going to climb in the flower bed, get those those branches cut. They won't come back anymore, hopefully this summer. And I really have to get down there. That mulberry tree is coming back. It used to be a huge mulberry tree that extended the top of the balcony there, and I would get my mulberries for the past 3 years. The tree is still alive, and who knows, I might get some mulberries. Hold on, let's look, because it sure did branch back out. Now that's not going to be cut. This was the mulberry tree right here. I don't know, I'm seeing blooms here. Y'all, I might mess around and get some mulberries. So I'm gonna leave that alone just to see, because if I get them, they'll be here in June. Okay, but I am gonna get all that stuff down there. Okay, and I've got to get these crates cleaned out of here. I'm gonna buy some of those stakes to hold the plastic down. And then I have to reweed again. I shouldn't even have done it a month ago because they came right back. But I'm gonna get it reweeded again. I've got that cardboard to lay underneath. I've got to get over here because I moved the water barrel. Can't do nothing with the compost bin, and I need to get that working again too. I need to turn that compost. I've got weeds right around here. Got to get all this cleaned up right here. This is all next week. That's next week's job. And I will be laying the plastic all the way through to kill off everything. This is going to be redone because, as you can see, it doesn't look the best. I've got to get behind the central air unit again. I'm gonna get the wood for this, and I am gonna get the wood up there, but I'm not gonna do any painting until midsummer. You want it to be real hot when you paint. Okay, I pulled the garlic, y'all, and it was a test garlic, so I knew it wasn't gonna be ready. I knew it wasn't gonna be nothing spectacular, but I wanted to pull it just to see if I had a bulb, because you know that my shoots have started coming on the garlic. And I did cut them, but I didn't cut them all the way. But I'm going to finish cutting them. I'm going to wait till next week to do it. I'm going to let them come on out because they're still growing. See how it looks there? So I'm going to finish cutting them and then let them finish bulbing. So I have a couple of big ones in there, or decent sized ones. Them little ones, I don't know what they're going to do. Because remember, I'm not prolific with the garlic. My plants up there are, my blooms are about to come up there. Here they are here. It's going to be pretty. These flowers will be orange and some will be yellow. Okay, but here's the garlic that I pulled, y'all. So it was just beginning to bulb. And as long as my bulbs are bigger than that, I'm satisfied. But I think unless that garlic is free, I'm not going to be ordering. I'm not going to be paying for none. That's for sure. Unless that king garlic does spectacular. I'm into the potatoes now. So unless I get my garlic, which I will this year, because Emily already announced that they're doing the garlic donation this year. So I'll get that again because it's free. And I'll put it back in the bed. And hopefully I will learn from this year's garlic harvest what to do with the new garlic that I get this year to improve, because that's the only way you're going to get good with it. Just like with the potatoes, I refuse to give up with those, and this year I finally hit pay dirt. If I didn't hit pay dirt, because I really don't know what I'm going to get, but I know I'm going to get some, and I know that they are a decent size. They're satisfactory. So it just took me not giving up, and I just kept trying different things. And finally I said, the roof stout is the simplest method. So I said, if this doesn't work, then I considered maybe giving up or reaching out to somebody, ask them, okay, what am I doing wrong? And so it worked. Okay. So anyway, so it's going to be the same way with the garlic. If I don't have the best harvest this year, as long as I get some, and then I'll figure out a way to improve on it. I'll start, use the winter time to look at videos and study and research and go from there. I might want to go to soft neck. These are hard necks that I grew. I might want to try soft neck. I understand that they don't send off the shoots, and they tend to be a little smaller, and you can harvest those like a little bit earlier from what I saw the other day on the video. So, I mean, there's room. So I'm not going to give up just yet. It's only if I don't get any for free will I give up. But if I get them for free, I'll keep going at it. And they're going to be doing a garlic class anyway. So next week, we're going to be having a class, not next week, but in 2 weeks. They're going to be doing a lawn, how to change your landscape or lawnscape into a garden. I don't know how that works or whatever, but I'm going to the class to find out. One day my sister was driving me to the doctor, and we saw where a lady had her whole lawn set up as a garden, and it was actually pretty, and we could see that she had vegetables and stuff. So that's something that may interest me, or at least I can learn how to do it, because it's like a class where she'll show you how. It's a series. So I look forward to that. So I'm gonna go to that class. In fact, I signed up for it last night. And let's see what else. Oh, the tarragon, the French tarragon. Okay, y'all, I decided to taste it because the video that I saw, they were saying taste it. They said because if it tastes woody, you need to trim it, so it can get growing again. Or if it and they said if the taste isn't real strong, that you need to trim it. So I tasted one leaf. When I say that is the best stuff, it almost has a licorice type taste. That's the first taste that you get. But it's a good, nice, sweet taste. I like it, y'all. I'm telling you. And so I ended up putting some of it in my water today. I was like, I can use the French tarragon flavored water, because I have the mint, for that. But it flavored my water. That one little piece that looks like a little rosemary leaf. When I say it packed a powerful, powerful flavor punch, it did. My advice is, if you can find some now, because it cannot be grown by seed. Oh, so you have 3 types. Remember, I couldn't remember one the other day. You have the French tarragon, which is the one that you want, and it cannot be started by seed. The only way it can be started is by root. Now, you can root it and then, grow more, but it's a perennial anyway. So, it depends on how much you want. You have the Russian tarragon. That is the one they say do not get. And they say do not get the Mexican tarragon. Now, the Mexican and Russian tarragon can be started by seed, but they said that the flavor is totally different. And the French tarragon flavor is superior to the Russian and the Mexican. Although people do use it, but most people prefer the French. They just said it's the best of the best. So if you can find it, or even if you see it online, it's going to be a plant. You want to get that. Just get it. Believe me, you'll thank me later. And somebody tell me, have you ever planted the French tarragon? And let me know if that's a herb that you like. I love it. And I can see where I'm going to be making sauces. I'm going to be using it, to pair with the rosemary and thyme. I can see how that flavor profile is going to go really well. I'm going to dehydrate some and dry it and mix those spices together. You can preserve it by get some white wine vinegar, and you could put it in the vinegar and just refrigerate it, and that will preserve it so you can continue to use it for cooking. You just take it out the vinegar, rinse it off, and it's preserved. You can do that in a mason jar too, with the white wine vinegar, but you don't leave it out. It has to be refrigerated, I think, because that's what the instructions said on YouTube University. But anyway, but I'm definitely going to be preserving it because I love the flavor of it. Okay? So anyway, okay, so now I'm rambling and I'm at 32 minutes, and it's going to take me forever to upload this video. Anytime you go over 20 minutes, you are going to be spending 2 hours uploading. Unless I do it, you know what, I might upload it on the editing app. It'll go a lot quicker that way. I just won't edit. I'll just upload it that way, and then I can still share it to YouTube. I think that'll be my best bet. That'll probably cut my time. Okay, so I'm going to get off of here, y'all. So you're all caught up now, and I'll be back tomorrow with whatever's going on. I'll probably weed whack tomorrow. My neighbor's supposed to cut the lawn tomorrow, but I like to wait until after he's cut before I weed whack, because lots of times if I weed whack before he cuts, then I end up with more weed whacking to do. I'd rather wait till he's done. I know what I need to do at that point, and then I do it. So that'll be tomorrow's work, and then we'll move on. I'm getting ready to go into fishing mode because I think I'm just about to the point. Well, once I get this greenhouse, I've got to get the wood up. That'll be Monday, and then I'll get that rope tied across it, and then that'll be the end of what I have to do for the greenhouse. Oh, and I'm ordering the shade cloth on Monday too, so I'll have that. And then what else? And then my wood for the porch, that's going to be a day job. And then after that, I can start kind of relaxing. I'll work on the yard and stuff. I'll just piddle paddle to try to make it look nicer, because to me it doesn't look nice at all. I haven't done much, but this has been a bad year for my health. I was hospitalized, back in December. I had to go through 6 weeks of physical therapy. After that, I didn't finish that up until like February. and I'm still recovering from that. Then my vitamins tanked a few weeks ago, so I must take it slow if I want to, stay out of the hospital and keep myself on my feet and whatnot. So, I just can't really worry about it, but I will do what I can. And I think as I do a little bit at a time, it'll look better, back here. But it's not going to look nothing like it did last year. Last year, my yard looked nice, and I pushed it, with all that. But I can't do that this year, and I'm getting older. Then I have a busy summer. I got the family thing on the 4th of July. Then my birthday, I'm doing the 60th birthday dinner. And then September, I'm hosting my cousins. Once a month, the girl cousins, we get together at someone's house and we have a theme-based. We all just bring a dish and we fellowship for a few hours. And we do that every single month. And we've been doing that now for about 3 years. And it's really, really fun. So I'm hosting September. So, and then after that, garden season is over. Then I'll switch on into the Que-stead indoor stuff for the winter. Okay, so I will talk to you guys later, and may God bless you all. Please like and subscribe. Oh, and welcome new members. I'm glad I said that. I think I got like 3 new members this week. I'm not sure. I know I got at least 2. So welcome to whomever you are. 2 of you, I think, commented and introduced, you said something, and I welcomed you then, but I welcome you again, and whoever else has joined, even the lurkers, I welcome y'all too. Shoot. Talk to you later, and may God bless you all. I'm getting ready to eat one of these strawberries, y'all. Bye-bye.